All right, everybody, let's do a brief audio and visual check. How's everybody doing tonight? Looks and sounds good. Thank you. Let's make sure I get everything set up. And the Nightbot's on top of it tonight. As always, this is for educational purposes only in the Topstep YouTube channel, in the chat. There's the risk disclosure. We know this is for education. It's not a signals class. Now, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Easter. It's 420, whatever you're celebrating. It's just a good day. These markets are not as hectic. I mean, who am I fooling? They are still pretty crazy. Dollar's up over 1%. What's good? Brief copy. All right. Well, we only have an hour. We only have an hour, so let's dive into this market. Let's start on the NASDAQ. I'm going to start on the NASDAQ daily. We'll do a regular rapid fire. We'll open up for some questions and just see how everything's going. So here's a daily chart. Still a lot of downward pressure, right? You can see this, obviously, however you want to draw your trend lines. And a lot of there's still a bearish market, As you can see, we had that major day, that Liberation Day, or that announcement right after, the announcement afterwards, right, about the 90-day hold on tariffs, and we pumped up 14%, and we had a crazy week. And ever since then, we've kind of been in some type of like a flagging pattern since. We had that bullish candle where we've been kind of consolidating. It looks a lot better on the hourly chart, and you could see what I'm referring to. It's looking a little interesting in terms of, can we see a breakdown? You could see that a lot of this bearish pressure that is coming into these markets, and the question I have is, are we going to break down? Are we going to sell off and come down and retest the beginning of April's low? Can we come down and test this low? That is possible. Now, remember, this is a flagging pattern. I mean, I don't mind if we break either way. I obviously would love for the market to rally up and come back and test these highs towards 19,000, but it's not going to, I mean, what I think and what I want it to do is going to be a completely different thing than probably what the market's going to do. But this is a key level of support here at these 18,100s, 18,200s. And yeah, what do we do? Are we going to sell off and come down and test these 17,000s again? Or are we going to break out and are we going to rally back up and test these highs? So I'm for the side of testing highs. I want to test the long side. I want to be a buyer of this market. However, like I said, we're technical traders. We see what's in front of us, and this is a bearish market. You can see there's a lot of bearish pressure on this market, and I would not be surprised if we do sell off and we break, at least try and make a run. Maybe we run some stops. You can imagine everyone who's long from this low that maybe would have their stops somewhere just below this support level. Maybe we run some stops and then we turn around. That could be a possibility. Maybe we're looking at something like this. I don't know, where we sell off, test this trend line, and then rally. I'm just going through. Remember, this is some very basic, simple, and straightforward technical analysis, just some brainstorming, because we never know which way the market's really going to be going. But there is a lot of down pressure. There's a lot of selling pressure in this market. It looks like we did gap down tonight. And did we fill that gap already? Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. We had a gap down, quite the gap down. We haven't filled all of it yet. You can see where we basically 420s is where we gapped all the way down. I mean, that's over 100 points, 120 points, right? 120 points. And we filled most of it. So there's still about a 40, 50 point gap still in this market. I wouldn't be surprised if we filled it. But the thing is, look at this downtrend that we've been in for a while now. Even, what is this, 17th, April, that's just one day, April 17th for the most part. And then you can even add, if you want to extend this out. I mean, it's been sell these rallies. That's what it's been. It's been every rally in this market has been good selling opportunities to sell off and test lower. We did break. Let's see. Yeah, we did break Friday's low. Yeah, I mean, it was a weak low because Friday's a holiday and we were off and it was low volume, but we still broke it. I mean, 18,250s. Tonight's low, 18,228s. And it's still some volatility tonight. We're, at least me anyway, a bit jaded on this volatility, right? I mean, 200 points down, followed by, right now we're seeing a 130-point rally. Over the past 30 minutes right now, we've seen a nice 80-point rally, almost 90 points. And I don't know. We'll see where we are at tomorrow morning. I mean, we're going to see a lot of movement overnight as well. And yeah, not scary, but looking pretty bearish from my end. Now, I don't know what that means. If we're going to come down and break out or if we're going to break out to the long side. But this is a flagging pattern. I would like to see a break of that, kind of consolidating, and a break would be the play. Maybe what I'm looking for is a breakout, maybe a retest. I mean, of course, it's not going to look exactly like this. Maybe it would be something like that, right? A breakout, a retest, and then a continuation. That's what I want to see. That is what I want to see. Breakout, retest, continuation. Now, you could say the same thing for the short side, right? A breakdown, some type of a retest, and then a continuation down. I'm bearish. Have to look at this from the bearish side. It's been sell these rallies. I mean, ever since I'm speaking, it looks like there was a beautiful 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute chart. I was busy talking and not trading, but yeah, look at that 3-bar reversal. What's the risk? What would be the risk on that? That was risking 12 points, and we're already at a 1-to-1 risk reward. 1-to-1 risk reward already on that 3-bar reversal, risking about 12, maybe 13. And from that, we already went 11. It's volatile. It's not as volatile as it used to be, but any moment we could have some news. What's on the dock for this week? Anybody know? Back to how it was. Look at gold. Yeah, we'll look at gold. Give me just one moment. Outside of the bank holidays, of course, tomorrow is Monday. It's still French bank holiday in Europe, going through some of the things. Not much. Of course, Fed members speaking. We run the risk. Headline news, right? Everyone's still watching the news, watching for tariffs. Tariffs is still the conversation, right? Not much Tuesday. Wednesday, obviously, flash manufacturing. Is that going to affect the market? Maybe we're going to have a calm week. Are we going to have a calm week? Unemployment, of course, Thursday and then Friday. Can we really have a calm week? I don't know. I would love to see a calm week, to be honest. I hope so. But who knows? At this point, you might think it's calm, and the next thing we know, just tariffs this, tariffs that, and then retaliation. Earnings. Yeah, there we go. We have earnings coming in Tuesday, it sounds like. Maybe the focus is going to start shifting from tariffs to earnings. That could be a possibility. Earnings will start playing a bigger effect in the market. None of this target. Anything could become. Well, I mean, we're used to it. Earnings increased, IV increased VIX. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's move on to these other markets. Let's take a brief look at crude oil. Then we'll take a look at the Nikkei and then finish it off with gold. Ooh, crude oil. Is this a 3-bar reversal to the long side? Looking pretty tempting. Looking really decent to the long side, to be honest. You can see where we broke out of this resistance zone, right? Resistance 1, 2, 3. If you classify that as 4, 5. We broke out. Is this a retest? And now are we going to see continuation? That's actually not looking too bad, to be honest. Not looking too bad at all for the longs here in crude. I mean, outside of that pattern, we still immediately have this resistance, right? There's a lot of support and resistance here on these pivots. So how much of a target do we really have to go? I don't know. I mean, this has been a bearish market. If you want to sell rallies, maybe this is some rallies that you would be looking to sell here in crude. I don't know. I mean, from the bullish standpoint, this could be a nice little scalp to the long side. From the bearish standpoint, you're going to be looking for opportunities to short this market since we are seeing a nice rally. Let me look at these other. Everyone's talking about gold. Gold, I'm guessing it's going higher, right? Why not? All-time highs. All-time highs. Continuing to just grind higher. Grind higher. Who's trading gold tonight? I mean, it looks like we just broke out and just been just straight up tonight since we opened up. It's been a gap up and it's going. It's continuing to go. That's all you have to do is just buy it, right? I am. Long, short. It's just, look at the 4-hour chart. Clean breakout. Clean breakout, 3,400. 3,400. We got a pullback here at the middle of April. We got another pullback here. And so do we get this continuation up through 3,400? Look at that. Wow. It's just going. I've tried to short gold once. It didn't work out really well. We get a little bit of consolidation, pullback, and now we broke out, and it's going. I mean, just all-time highs. All-time highs. Yeah, that Jim Meyer says it. That's basically how I am. It's like, you want to trade gold, you have a hard time buying it up here, but then you can't really short this as well, right? It's kind of the predicament that a lot of traders are in. Is it weird that we're just going up, straight up? Long 33.55, one contract runner, all counts. Made profit target. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that. Well, if you would have bought it as soon as I went, right? If you buy it now, you could sell it for higher. That's been this buy it here, sell it higher. Buy it at the high, sell it higher. Like, that is what gold has been doing. You buy it high, sell it higher. Gold going to 4,000? I don't know. As long as... Look at this move. Look at this move. Let's take a look at the Nikkei real fast. I want to look at the Nikkei. Japanese market. How's overseas? A bit choppy. Not really much going on. It's not that clean. It's a pretty ugly market lately. Pretty ugly. This is the Nikkei Japanese market. I mean, there's maybe an argument for a higher low. And then can we see a breakout? Are we going to see a breakout and a retest of 35,200s? Maybe looking for a bullish move. Ooh, I don't know. It's very hard. It's very hard because it's similar to what I was saying on the NASDAQ, right? This is kind of it's actually looking a little bit cleaner of a flagging pattern where if we do start to break down, I mean, this thing could sell off fast. It could sell off. So can the NASDAQ. I mean, we're in such a volatile market where any day, any little news that comes into this market can move it, a couple hundred points in any direction, faster than what we would like, right? Tape bombs all day, every day. That's what's been happening in this market. Yeah, let's take a look at gold again, and we'll watch gold for a moment and answer some questions. Answer some questions. It's a nice, relaxed Sunday 1-hour stream. Not much going on, to be honest. Gold is the master of the Asian session. Is NQ reversing? $3 pullback on gold. Time to buy more. I mean, every little pullback on this trend up has been great buying opportunity. How long will it last? I don't know. Usually when I buy it, that's where the top is. This downside is a joke. What downside? You're talking about the fact that gold's pulled back a little bit. We've pulled back $3, $3 or $4. Oil, so true. Okay, buy now. Yeah, see, if I bought right here, that's going to be this is going to be the high. I'll lose money if we buy. See, watch. If I buy, I'll put my stop loss, like, say right there. All in one. I think you made your point. Are you a troll? Bitcoin, BTC, or we have micro Bitcoin. Just like gold, we're going up. Man, gold is this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's rallying. Bitcoin is rallying. Is this a breakout? Is this a breakout or a fake out? Are we going to break out, retest 88, maybe 89,000? We're going to come up and test these highs? Breakout or fake out? Fake out. Fake out. Going up. Bitcoin blowing up. Bitcoin's mooning. NASDAQ's still selling off. And sure enough, gold is... See, that's... Who said buy high, sell higher? This gold. See, it's easy to call tops. Calling tops is the easiest thing ever. Doesn't work. Good thing it's simulated account. Simulated account. We could DCA. We could DCA in here. Gold only goes up. Let's see this. Bitcoin likes liquidity grabs. Fake outs. I'm 100% hindsight trader. We all are hindsight. We have a little bit of hindsight in our blood. All of us do. Just a little pullback, right? Gold just goes to all-time highs. Well, Bitcoin's taking after NASDAQ. Yeah, do you guys see, everybody, do you see what MP posted? MP posted talking about live account payouts. I'm excited for that. Live account benefits. I'm excited. I'm excited when the announcement's going to be coming. I don't know. I'm anxiously waiting for it. 50 accounts. My entries always become resistance or support. It's what it feels like. Buy gold. I just sat down from an egg hunt with my kids 15 minutes ago, and I'm already done for tomorrow. Up 2,000. Up 2,000. As soon as you're done hunting Easter eggs with kids, sit down, make it quick to 2,000. What were you trading? Where's the post? What did MP post? I mean, here. There. Like, I shared it. I like it. I'm excited about it. I just ordered the book, The Best Loser Wins. I know you recommended it. Could you give me one great thing to be on the lookout for in that book? Nick Forum. I have not read it. I've heard a lot of great feedback from that book. I have not read it, though. Dakota, what is your thought about the new possibility of the consistency rule? I've stopped. I mean, we could always make guesses, right? There's like a lot of hypotheticals, what ifs. Could it be coming out? If it does, I don't mind it. It doesn't affect me at all. I don't think it would affect many, or at least it shouldn't affect many. And if it does, you just trade consistent. That's it. In the live account, you have no rules. Live account, you trade, make as much as you want. Live account, do what you want. Trade 30 minis Run it. All right, we pulled back to 3377.8.9. Let's get these buying. Let's go up. Pullback. That was a pullback. That's been the pullback here in gold. New highs. Let's get this. Love the NQ opening bell video. Entry on NQ looks better. Should we look at this market go? Let's see all-time highs. All-time highs here in gold. Come on. It's easiest market. You just buy it and gold goes up. Move my stop loss below that pivot. All right, we'll see. Come on. When you're in a position, being in your process, which you need to trust with these in the markets these days, would you still set a target? Would you trail it to resistance? I like trailing it more lately. A mix of both. It's okay to have a mix of both, Tom. A mix of both. Trailing it or using a take profit. Let's look at the NQ. Let's look at NQ. NQ starting to sell off again. We came up and basically that was the high of the session, right? Where we gapped down, we came up and we tested these 380s, and we didn't quite get there on this candle, but we are starting to sell off. 50 points. 50 points. Okay, we are going to place a trade tonight. We're going to do it. I am buying this with micros. Let's put a stop loss in. And let's trade. Let's trade this NASDAQ. Let's see if we could get into a long position as we come back down closer to 300. Oh, let's see. We're get in one micro first. Get into a second micro. I'll probably look to get in to a little bit bigger of a position. In the meantime, we could watch this gold trade. Where's GC in the combine? Watch the gold trade in the combine. But this one is my live account, so I'm going to focus on it. We're going to see if we can make some money tonight. What I buy this for? So I'm being a little preemptive. You see this pivot right here at these 320s? I'm looking for this resistance to become support. Right, lots of consolidation, and we broke out, and now we sold off. And I'm looking for this resistance to become support. I'm being preemptive. Getting in early. I could do that with micros. I don't mind doing it with micros because I can have a much wider stop. And then I could add. I don't mind adding to it. Or we just sell off and I'll take a loss on 2 micros. Is gold pumping? No. Start freestyling. I think I missed getting into the 5 right there. 9 p.m. is coming. Top of the hour. Yeah, right at 8 p.m. Central. Gold. The only regret is if we just, the only regret I'm going to have is I just didn't buy more. That 100, this 100 tick chart gives you anxiety. Yeah, it could do that. It can definitely do that. All right, we're going to add another one right there. We're in 4 micros. Don't worry about gold. Just close your eyes, go to bed. When you wake up, gold just typically goes up. Hopefully this week had a tad more normal. We'll see. We shall see what this week has in store for us. We could peak below these 300s. We could peak down below these. Take a look down below these 290s. If we're going to hang around these 307s, 308s. A China rate decision. Dropped the he who owns the gold markets makes the rules. Oh yeah, is that why we've been seeing gold hit these highs? Should I leave a wider stop on this? Because I could see this thing stopping me out and then turning around. Let's do that. Focusing on this trade though. Okay, I like that we're holding these 308 so far. How would I trade 5x FAs? The same way I'm trading one account. I traded the same. I traded the same. Don't think about it. Trade it the same. Maybe size down. Like micros. I love micros when you're trading like volatile times or worried about P&L. It's a lot stress-free. Right? Down $160, $190, and this thing is just selling off. Dakota, if you ever have guests come on, I'd love to call in sometime. Would be fun. Tom, yes, that is going to be coming soon. There's a lot coming out. Like I said, there's a lot I want to do. There's a lot that Topstep is doing, and it's just one thing after another after another. It's more about my time, like being able to spread my time, doing class, being on air, trading, doing everything else, and then finding ways to improve it. Ooh, I might be having Jay on more. I might be having Coach Jay on for slow markets more. What does everybody think about that? I know he joins me on Wednesdays, but I might be having him on more. All right, look at gold. Look at gold ripping to new all-time highs. Come on, there it goes. All-time highs here in gold. Whoa. That is, you just buy it. Jay's cool. Yeah, I enjoy having Jay on with me. Gold's going straight up. NASDAQ's going down. Should have bought gold into my live account. Love Jay. The more the better. Coach Jay. Look at this. Gold just going. All right, we'll let that cook. We'll let that cook right there. Coach Jay has to sleep sometimes. All right, we'll get in 304. Let's see if we could find some buyers. If not, I might even bail out before he even hits my stop loss. Get Jay on right now. Yeah, we'll let gold cook, and let's stay over here in the NASDAQ. I'm going to add. If we could break through these 305s, I'm going to add again. Switching back over to gold. I just buy gold in my live account? It always makes you nervous buying the highs in a market. It's like, yeah, we're all-time highs. But like that is quite the move. Stay with NASDAQ. It's a real trade. Hey, both trades are real. Well, this one's in my live account. The other one's in the combine. I'm going to add another one. See if this is just a retest of 305s. And then we get a breakout. Okay, I'll do my final add if we could hold this and then we push back up. So I'm basically looking for that same pattern. Breakout, pullback, retest, and if we get a continuation. And then ultimate would be a nice 3-bar reversal over here on the 5-minute. We'll let gold continue to cook. Keep switching back and forth. That's okay. 33.88. Can we see 3,400 tonight? 3,400 tonight in gold. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we're failing to hold above 305s again. I might close this for a loss and get back down, get back in if we can find support lower. Gold stopped at 388. I'll wait for a big spike or a big spike lower on the NASDAQ. Is my stop loss a better entry? Is that what we're saying? Stop loss is a better entry tonight? Down 13 points on 8 micros. Gold's going to sell off, then rally again. NASDAQ selling off, though. Always is. Stop loss is always a better entry. Feels like that sometimes. Feels like that. I'm going to be forced to take a $500 loss in front of everybody. The dollar is dying. Are we going to see this loss? Lost in the live account and just banking over here in the sim. Not seeing any 3-bar reversal yet on the 5-minute. Also, side question. What do you prefer? Rare, medium steak? Medium rare? What kind of question is that? What kind of steak do I prefer? Gold buy? Yeah, right back up. Right back up. It did not even hesitate. That was not much of a pullback in gold. Not much of a pullback in gold. He's hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, chat. I'm not going to eat anything. I just lost it all. Here. $500 point loss. Too tight. 55. This is a 55 point stop loss. 56, 55. Just below this. I mean, are you saying down here would be better? I mean, that's a lot of risk. Like that's from a dollar amount. And if we do break through this, then chances are like we would touch that. I don't mind. And I might have to just close this out manually if we start breaking through these 280s. You'll Venmo me $20 so I could eat, because I'm not making it in these markets. Damn it. I'm going to need Venmo, everybody. I'm going to need Venmo. Buyers are gone. I lost. Venmo me for dinner. Well, while we make this paper, I can't eat on this paper money. Damn it. Cannot eat on that paper money, though. Up $600 here on this gold trade. You DoorDash it to me. I'm actually on a diet. I've been having a very strict diet the past 2 months. And it sucked. It really sucked. Need a Venmo for sim money? Yeah, I'll Venmo you guys this sim money because gold's just going straight up. Wow. Gold's going up. My NASDAQ trade's going down. All right, I'm out. Minus 760. Minus 760. While this gold is just going. It's just going straight up. Why do I need a diet? I look great. I'm getting back into boxing. My stop loss is a better entry. I might jump back into this. That's exactly what's going to happen, right? Stop me out, and then we rally. Boiled chicken and rice, is it? It's like, yeah, it's not. Diet sucks. Cardio, stamina, losing weight, trying to get down to 170s. Your stop was definitely the entry. Yeah, it was. I want to get back into that same position size. We flush those 60s. We flush those 60s and right back into those 80s. Let's see if it's going to let me back into the same position. Or if we're going to tank. Yeah, no. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. '20s is coming in the NASDAQ. Protein is extremely important for my dieting. All right, let's see what NASDAQ's doing while this gold. Never hold long enough. Down $800 tonight. Yeah, protein is extremely important. Protein helps me feel full so you don't overeat. Too much is not good. Usually it's about 1 gram per pound. 1 gram per pound. I do not like fasting. I'm not a person to fast. I maybe intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting. All right, let's try and get back into this position. like trading its psychology. It's, yeah, this is failing again. I should be selling this, huh? Fasting eliminates gambling habits. Come on. Come on, chat. You're going to hold until it goes to 0. Bears coach. We're down 0.65%. A gram per pound, some say gram per kilo, some say 2. I don't think 2 is going to be. It depends. It really depends. I think with diet and exercise, it depends, just like in the markets, right? How you are as an individual. All right, let's see if we can get these position size back on. And if we fail this, then I'll be done for the night. It's basically right where my stop loss was. I didn't get into the full 8. Yeah, that's where my stop loss was, everybody. I'm up $220 trading micros. Great work. All right, back into the 8 micros. This will be the last trade of tonight for me. If this fails, then I'm out and I'll call it good because I'm going to be on air for tomorrow morning. Gold getting ready for a sell. We've been making all-time highs since I came on. All night we've been making all-time highs here in gold, just straight up. Short NASDAQ. Shorts have been the play tonight, obviously. All right. Let's see if we get this rally now. We're finally getting this 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute. Now, this might not be a turnaround. Sometimes, and we all know this, market sells off, we hesitate for a little bit, and then we continue and just continue the sell-off. That's what I'm watching, because this thing could just hesitate for a minute and then continue the sell-off. So, just watching this closely with my finger on the close button. We're going to either trap the longs, like me, or we're actually going to find some buyers stepping in, maybe have another push back towards 300. Trying to keep one eye on gold too. My stop's at 300 for the short side. Lots of indecision right here for a moment. Is this a hesitation before we sell off, or are we going to reverse? Let gold play for the next 3 hours. It looks like we're going to go back up and hit another all-time high, maybe. Yeah, buyers will have to step in and push us right back above this area, these 80s. 81, 82, basically these two pivots. There's a 3-bar reversal here on the 5-minute. If not, we head back down. I don't want to begin this. What are we going to do? Hopefully limit down tomorrow. Someone wants to see blood. Someone wants to see blood in these markets. I have a question for everybody. I'm going to finish this trade. If this trade finishes, the question is, was it last week or the week before when the president said, now's a good time to buy? There's a lot of curiosity, me included, is the fact that you have somebody in power said that, it looks like a good time to buy. Do you now believe that he will try and keep this market above that price? Do we now believe that he will try to keep the market above where he said? That to me, that's like a human psychology. It's an ego thing. I don't know. No. Because he said he doesn't watch the markets except when he said buy. I'm just curious, what's everyone, because human psychology, you don't like to be proven wrong. Okay, I'm going to bell. I'm going to bell on this one. You don't like to be proven wrong. And so maybe there's a sense that he would do or say something to keep him into these markets or keep the markets from going down below where he made that comment. It happens to those of us who predict markets as if you're good. I don't know. Look, this setup's going to be right back. This setup's right back. We're holding. We cannot go below these. I bet we sweep the lows before we go back. I'm going to be the guy that keeps getting chopped back up in these markets. I will be him. I will be the one getting chopped up. That's me. All right, we need to get back below these 80s. Right. One mini, 1.5 minis. Let's do that. Okay. Can we hold this 3-bar reversal? After getting chopped up twice. Chopped up twice for $1,000. $1,100 actually. Round up $1,200. Oh, it keeps getting worse. Or are we going to actually hold? Can we hold? Hold this trade long time? I just heard order. Oh, is that the gold trade? Is that the gold trade I heard order filled? Oh, scared the heck out of me. I was like, what is going on? Gold just ran that stop. Minus $30. I'm over here trading this. I hear order filled. I'm going to close that one. I'm going to close that one so it doesn't PTSD me. PTSD, order filled. And I'm over here like, what's going on? All right, hold back above these 80s. Let's find some momentum after I've been chopped up. That's the bad thing about being preemptive all the way down when this should have been my first position, waiting for that freaking 3-bar reversal. Let's get it. And we are coming to the end of class in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. I need multiple monitors. I have 4 monitors. They're just being used because I'm running a stream. And I'm reading chat. Okay. Let's get us break below these 285s, or above these 285.5. Stick around. You'll DoorDash me a Big Mac. Oh, I haven't had fast food for a long time. I have not had fast food for a very long time. Yeah, I mean, it's like, the crappy thing is I do this sometimes. This is my Achilles heel. This is my downfall. Is I always like to be preemptive because I get in early and I tend to get a better risk reward. That's why I lose 70% of my trades. And if I just had the freaking patience to wait for the consolidation and then maybe that 3-bar reversal, then that's my win percentage would increase. I might give up some like trade location, but sometimes it feels like it would be worth it when getting chopped up like this, like minus $1,100 worth of trade location. I mean, that'd be waiting for a confirmation for this next candle to close above 283. But yeah, that's the ultimate debate. That's my Achilles here. That's where I struggle with. Because we still have not closed above these 280s, right? This candlestick, this one closed below. This one's trying to, but we still haven't closed above that 3-bar reversal. If we could close above 280s, then it's like that would technically be my entry. And then I'm getting 5 points better right now of an entry price. And then is that 5 points better? Okay, so it closed, right? So we closed. I technically got, about 5, 7, 8 points better maybe. I probably would be getting into those 84s. And then is that worth getting chopped up like I did? So with this size, no. Minus $1,100, minus $1,200 to get a better entry price. No, that is not worth it at this point. But we could have had that reversal up here. We could have. I mean, there's all of that, but it doesn't matter. It's more about the math and the numbers and actually making the dollars. It doesn't really matter. It's like, oh, what if we reversed when I first got in? What if we were reversed when I was scaling into this? What if we reversed instead of getting chopped out for that third time right here? Right? There's a lot of what ifs to trading, but at the end of the day, the cold hard facts is the numbers, right? It's how much money you're making or losing, where you're getting in and where you're getting out. And sometimes it just can be frustrating for me because this is where I struggle. Is if I was patient and waited, I'd probably be long for the very first time at 285, 284. Like that would be my very first long entry. I'd have 0 realized P&L, and my first entry is at 284. Like that would be my very first entry, and my stop loss would be about right here. So I would have avoided taking the $1,200 loss, and I got 5 to 10 points worth of a better entry, but the value of that is only what, $200, $300 trading this size. So that was a $300 in value add, but I lost $1,100. Now, if I'm trading my normal 5 minis, okay, if I'm trading my normal 5 minis, then yeah, that could make sense. I'm getting 10 points better with of an entry. If I'm trading 5 minis, then yeah, that would be $1,000, but then my losses would be bigger. So as of right now, that was not a positive. I would not have a positive expectancy if I did that all the time. Who's selling gold? I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to this now. We have a few more minutes left of class. Seeing if this market could find some buyers above 180 or 280. I mean. We're struggling. We're struggling above the 80s right now. No true break. We're seeing the volatility come in. See how it's wiggling, the speed of orders coming in. It would fly as soon as slow market ends. I don't know. Kind of what I wanted to do last week is I should have just added maybe 2 or 3 minis to this. Let's just let it play out. Let's let it play out. I'm not going to overthink. Not going to overthink. Let's just see. Let this baby play out for a little bit. Well, we just have a minute left. Jesus. Extend the stream. Yeah, let's watch this play out for a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna, if I end the stream, I'm just gonna be sitting here watching it anyway. I have some yogurt and granola. That's what's for dinner for me. Some from yogurt and granola. That is my dinner. Yeah, some protein granola. Rough. With some natural honey and I have some fruits. I have some blueberries and bananas. This trade is slowed down. Yeah, my wife, once again, just patience pays. This is a beautiful example of just being patient, waiting for the confirmation. If I would have been long from 284 from the very first time. Let's see if buyers haven't really stepped in though yet. Like there's a little bit, but it's not any vicious move. Like there's no clear break. Man, we're getting it now. We're starting to get it a little bit. There's a clear break. That is kind of that clear break that I was referring. That's what I'm wanting to see. Yes, that is it. Oh, yeah. That's the break. Yeah, I was just saying I haven't seen that clear break, and now there it is. And right back down. Okay, NASDAQ. All right, I'm just about to take a couple contracts off as we peeked into those 305s. 305s was acting as consolidation resistance here, right? Consolidation resistance at this 305 level. So let's see if we could get back up there. I'll close maybe one or two of these micros off. The buyer stepped in and bought those 90s. Let's see if we hold above 300s. I'm staying after, everybody, just for you. Staying after. Scheduled for 1 hour. Trading comes first. Why not 15 minis? Come on, I know. If only this was 15 minis, right? We'd be up $7,000. We could pretend it is. Just pretend. Pretend it's 15 minis. It's the same process. You just have to pretend. It's trying to hold above 300. Dying voice, dude. What's the biggest contract size I've taken? Here in the Topstep account, in my live account here at Topstep, I've taken 30 minis. Is my biggest position size. Are we gonna get follow through? We're holding these 300s. Let's get some follow through. Okay, I'm gonna close one off right there if it will let me. Just one more. I want to close it off on the top tick at the ask. If we have a spike up rather than just closing it while it's pulling back. All right, there's one. Okay, close out two right there. So closed off a little bit. Right at 307. Come on. No sense having my stop loss too crazy. Close off a couple more if we could break back above those 308s. Just joining the ask. It's 28 points. 30 points, 28 points. Nick says, would you be able to hold all 15 minis, or would P&L trading take over? Would that position size take over? Not sure what you mean by that. But when you get into a live account, you can work with the risk team, and you can trade a bigger size and you could hold trades longer. And like live account is a live account. There's a lot more flexibility. You work with the risk team for that reason. Buyers are still stepping in. They're trying. They're trying again. Here at these 305s, we consolidated here before. These lower 300s, 305 down to 299. Yeah, 299 basically up to where we were at now, 308. If we could break through this next level, can we see 319, 320s? Let's see if we'll get out of one or two here on the uptick. Oh, is it just as a fraction too slow? The speed of my clicks are a little. My APM is lower with age. I'm getting old. I don't have the APM I used to, or the speed, the click speed. I try to get out of the one at 310. We talking about APM and trading. Oh man, I need the hotkeys. Oh, what? I'm holding myself from saying a lot of things right now. So it says I'm short, running out of waves, might not. Let's get back above those 110s. Maybe. Feel me? There's one. And another one. Oh. Ooh. See, that first trade would have been amazing. Just one trade. There should have been just been one trade. Never even had to worry about the freaking drawdown. Right? Get out of some more up here in the 14s, 15s. Let's close a bigger size right there. Closed out quite a bit of them right there at those 14s. It was a 3-bar reversal. Like my entry technically should be at 280, but the extra the better entry price was not worth it. I ended up spending $11 worth of drawdown to get in to this trade, and it just was not worth it. I would be up $1,000 right now if it wasn't for me trying to get in early. That's okay though. It's okay. That's all right. I'm going to trail. I'm going to continue to trail my stop. See the stops below that? I'll probably trail it up. This might not be too bad of a trailing stop loss, to be honest. 291. Maybe I just bring it to right there. Gold pump into all-time highs again. Oh, I'm still long 7 micros. Okay, I'm still long 7. I thought I closed out a little bit more up there at those 14s. How many did I close? I thought I got more. Let's go trades, orders. I got yeah, 314, 314 quarter, 315, 313, 311. So I closed out quite a bit up there at those 14s and 15. I was in 15. It's taking a while to get out. I should have been closing out in 2 micros at size. Hanging around that. And we bounced down to 3, dropped down to 304, back up to 310. Spike. We're 15 minutes past. 15 minutes past. Did I switch to minis due to volatility? Yeah. Yeah, smaller size. Smaller size. Up 30 points, though. Back, yeah, now I can afford dinner, maybe. Not yet, though. Not yet. I'm not all the way out of the hole. Come on. I could afford the yogurt and granola. Yeah. And now we're back to slow markets. Back to slow markets. I'll close some more off if we get back up to those 16s, 15s. We might come up to these 20s and test it. Like there was obviously resistance. It looks like there was some hesitation there as well. Yeah, this has been slower markets than normal. Has it? It's slower than what we've had, but faster than what I'm used to. Is that a fair comment? These markets are slower than we've had in a month, but faster than what I'm used to last year, in years past. Yeah, ATR's on the decline. Yes. Yeah, we hit 14 again. Give us 320s. Yeah, I'm voting for. I'll vote for 320s. Jay's probably in the jacuzzi. Yeah, everyone's out just enjoying the holiday, and here I am. We're grinding this out. The grind doesn't stop. It doesn't matter. Like I tell you, I tell everybody, I tell all the traders here, you have to love the process. I could make $1 million a day, and I just love doing this. I love trading. I love the process of what I do. Money it's just a tool. Money is a tool for doing what I love to do, and that's this. Like, I could easily say I have $1 billion. Do I want to retire? My answer would be no. I drive myself freaking crazy. I drive myself crazy. It's like, what do you do? You have all the money in the world. You travel around. I've traveled. I'm probably going to be doing some more traveling. I'm always going to be traveling. That's fun. But I'm going to be doing this for my entire life. It doesn't matter how much money I make. I love this. It just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, everyone. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's in a combine or a demo account, or it's just you versus the markets, right? Yeah, and it's given me the opportunity to do the things and give to charity and donate and help others. Like, that's all one could really ask for. Passion. You have to have passion. If you're going to do this and be abused by this market, you got to be passionate for it. All right, give us these 20s. Passionately abused. That sounds just me and the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, I have that passion, but it's passion. It's love. NASDAQ still loves me. We are passionately abused. Yeah, NASDAQ abuses you for sure, but with love. How many trades would I normally take? So I look for setups, not just say, hey, this is one trade. I will say that this is an overall 2 trades tonight. I had one trade. I took a loss on it. My stop loss was a better entry. My stop loss was a freaking better entry, right? I mean, my stop loss was right there at, what, 260, just somewhere down here. Stop loss was an absolute better entry, and therefore it would have been one nice setup. One nice setup. Stop loss was a better entry. I'm going to get a coach. I'm going to get a hoodie that says it, man. I tell everybody, it's market knows. Traders know. Where do you put your stop losses? Those are, I mean, you've seen it with MP, remember? MP came on, he put on a long, and it was just like, hey, where's your stop loss? It went down, touched the stop loss, and then ripped like 300 points. And it's just how it is. I saw a video last week saying to put your entry at your stop loss. Yeah. It just depends but where though? Where? Because you could, in theory, say that all the way down, right? You don't know whether your stop loss is going to be down here. Is this going to be it? Like, where exactly? And then if the market would have just turned around where you thought it was, like where I first got in, if the market would have just turned around and rallied, and then you're like, dang, why did I do that? Right? So I think there is some validation behind it, but it's not one of those where you just blindly follow it. You have to build a process, and you follow that process. And you need to follow that process so it keeps you out of the, oh, what if I would have just had my stop loss down here? What if I would have done that? What if I would have done this? And then you don't have to second guess yourself. The less second guessing, the less what ifs, the better off you are. If you want to build a process that your stop loss and your entry and your stop loss, you first need to make the rules of where's your stop, what would a stop loss be? Like, where's your process? Where's that stop loss? Okay, well, now you need to make sure you follow that every single time, because you could be caught in that vicious cycle of changing things so much. Well, maybe that was your stop loss. What if that one was your stop loss? Are you going to wait for it to reverse at the stop loss? Because I could easily have said, this is where my stop loss is going to be. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if we could touch my stop loss and then reverse. And then only if we get a reversal off where my stop loss was going to be, then I'll enter the trade. Like, there's so many ways to go about that. That's what makes it so difficult, is because there's so many variables, so many, inputs, and then so many ways you could mess it up, right? So many ways you can mess it up, and try and find that positive expectancy, because every little variable you enter into the market is could be detrimental to your positive expectancy. And this is just taking forever and ever. I don't like that. We got to those 310s, and we are starting to find sellers. The question is, everybody, do we add or do we bail? And that, my friends, is a news event. What is up with that? All right. Okay. What's going on? Wow. Something hit. Let's see what is gold moving. Is gold? Gold's making highs still. Gold's going straight up. Oh, good old news event. Tagged me out. Well, damn it. All right. Take care, everybody. I think that's where I'm going to end it. You basically got a full slow market session tonight. So take care, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow night during slow markets. Can't predict that kind of stuff. It's always fun. Good night.